Yan. So, hello friends, no? So, welcome, no, to the next topic. So, we will now discuss one of the important applications of derivatives, no? That is parametric equations. No, so what are parametric equations? These equations, no, are types of equation that employs an independent variable called a parameter, no, denoted by letter T, and in which dependent variables are defined as a continuous function of the parameter and are not dependent on another existing variables. Basically, what a parametric equation is, for example, if we have ito, no, if we have y is equal to x squared, no, that is our original function. Let's say, kunwari, no, napakahirap i-differentiate, napakahirap i-evaluate nung function na yon, no, in terms of what is given. No, for example, mahirap i-evaluate si y in terms of x squared. That's the case. Okay? So, para at least to somehow ease, no, to somehow ease yung burden of evaluating complex functions, no, yung mga mahihirap na functions, we can do parameterization, no? So that's the process of converting functions to parametric equations. We can convert, no, from y is equal to x squared to x is equal to t and y is equal to t squared. No, so parang ganon. Kumbaga, you're just making the output and the input, 'di ba? Ganun yung definition natin sa functions. The output and the input separately in terms of a certain parameter. No, parang ganun. So, mas madali siya kasi it somehow simplifies, no? It somehow simplifies, though mas mahaba siya ng kaunti as compared with the original ways, no, in getting the derivatives, let's say, no? Pero mas efficient siya. Mas efficient siya gamitin. Okay, kaya actually magagamit nyo to, no, yung parametric equations kapag nasa higher mathematics na kayo, nasa differential equations, saan ba? Especially if you're ECE or electrical engineering, no, like me, gamit na gamit to sa signals, sa control systems, no, sa power analysis, sa POSIS. Yun, yung mga pinagagamitan nito parametric equations. Okay, so what is the formula, no, in getting the derivative of a parametric equation? Ganito lang siya kasimple, no? So we have dy over dx is just simply dy over dt all over dx over dt. No, ganun lang kasimple yung formula natin for the derivative of a parametric equation. Okay, so we have here number 1, no, sabi dito. If x is equal to t cubed minus 1, y is equal to t squared plus t, find dy over dx and d squared y over dx squared. So, what we will do is, of course, we cannot differentiate, for example, we have the function y, di ba? Y is equal to t squared plus t. Hindi siya katulad nung sa algebra, no? Iba kasi approach ng algebra parametric sa calculus parametric, no? So hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na, for example, t cubed minus 1 is equal to x, tapos manipulate mo, so on and so forth, no? Hindi pwedeng ganon. No, what you are going to do is you are going to differentiate, no? You are going to get the derivative of both parametric equations separately. So this will be dy over dt. 'Di ba? Ganyan siya. And then same as yung isa, no, dx over dt. No, so d over dt lang pala. Ayan. So we will have dy over dt. So the derivative of t squared in terms of t, that is 2t plus 1. 'Di ba? Then for x naman, so we have x is equal to t cubed minus 1. So again, just get the derivative. So we will have dy, or rather dx over dt is equal to t cubed, 3t squared, 3t squared minus 0. No, essentially, 0 is just 0. So, di na natin siya need ilagay. Okay, so, by using the formula for the derivative of the parametric equations. So, we have dy over dt over dx over dt So, we have naman yung dalawa. So, that is 2t plus 1 all over t 3t squared. No? So, this is the first derivative. Ito na yung isa na hinahanap natin. But we still need to get the asan ako? We still need to get the derivative, no? The second derivative rather, no? So, ayan. So, we'll have d squared y over dx, no? So, how are we going to do that? So, just get the derivative. Since this is in t, no? T yung variable natin. Of course, we are going to get the derivative in terms of t. But guys, no? You have to be careful na baka mamaya hindi niyo gawin yung susunod. Kasi ma-carry away kayo. No? Second derivative lang pala. Derivative ko na lang. You still need to multiply dt over dx. Okay, ano yung dt over dx? That is the inverse function of the derivative of x in terms of t. No? Ito yon. Okay, so you need to get the inverse function. Ano yung inverse function na to? Dt over dx is equal to 1 over 3t squared. Okay? So, ganun. Ha? So, baka mamaya kasi sa taka kayo saan manggagaling yung dt over dx, no? So, bakit kailangan natin siya i-multiply with the inverse function of the derivative of x in terms of t? Kasi guys, dt lang to. Eh, remember, di ba, second derivative ng y in respect to x ang hinahanap natin. Para at least algebraically, magka-cancel yung dalawang dt natin. dx na lang yung may iwan. Okay? So, but hindi siya papakita ko lang yung analogy bakit kailangan gawin ha. Hindi siya literally ika-cancel talaga kasi these are derivatives. So we'll have of course, dalawang ano to. So we need to use quotient rule, no? So we have u 2t plus 1. So u prime is 2. Then we have v is equal to 3t squared. V prime is 60. Okay, so this is equal to VU prime minus UV prime all over V squared, diba? So we'll have the second derivative is equal to 60 times 2t plus 1 minus U, that is 2, times sorry, not 60, but rather 3t squared pala. Ba't baliktad? Sorry, ayusin natin. So, V, that is 3t squared. Sorry, I'm looking at the other side. Times 2 minus 60 times 2t plus 1. Ayan, tama na. All over 3t squared. 3t squared quantity squared. Times, no? Huwag nyo kakalimutan yung dt over t, that is 1 over 3t squared. Ayan. Okay, so tama. Okay, so let's simplify, no? So we have d squared y over dx squared. So this is just 6t squared minus 12t squared minus 60 all over 90 to the 4th times 1 over 3t squared. So, we can combine, no? Itong 60 tsaka negative 12t, 60 squared tsaka negative 12t squared. That will give us negative 60 squared minus 60. No? So, we have negative 60 squared minus 60 all over 9t to the 4th times 1 over 3t squared. So, pwede natin i-factor out yung 60, no? So, para at least may ma-simplify tayo, no? So, we have negative 60 multiplied to t plus 1 all over 9t to the 4th times 1 over 3t squared. So, makakancel yung t. Sorry. You can also cancel one na, hindi na pala. Kasi nakapag-cancel na tayo dito. Ayan. So, tas ito, of course, no, 2 yung may iiwan. So, we have 90 to the 4 times t, that is 90 to the 5th. So, we'll have negative 2 times t plus 1 over 90 to the 5th. Ayan. So, this is the second derivative d squared y in terms of x. No? Ayan. Ganyan siya. Okay, so sometimes no, meron kapag binigay sa problem, for example, if express the term no in terms of x, I mean express the derivative in terms of x. Sa final answer, you just substitute yung algebra na ginagawa na, no, yung t is equal to cube root of x plus 1, parang ganoon. No, so substitute nyo lang. Okay? So kasi pag sinubstitute nyo, okay, gawin natin, no, para at least may idea kayo. So, at x is equal to t cube minus 1. So, t is equal to the cube root of x plus 1. So, medyo magiging complicated lang yung ano natin. Ayan, no, ganyan siya kapag naka in terms of x, no, kapag kinuha natin. So kung mapapansin niyo, medyo complicated. Kaya it's actually good that you know parametric equations para at least you can express the variables in terms of another variables. Then after evaluating, just go back to the original variable. Parang gano'n. Okay, so hindi ko na i-underline niya kasi ito lang naman talaga yung hinahanap. Okay, so game number 2. So, if x is equal to sine theta, y is equal to 1 minus 4 cosine theta, find dy over dx and d squared y over dx squared, no? So, yun yung pinapahanap sa atin. So, we have our parametric equation, x is equal to 2 sine theta. So, let's get the derivative in terms of theta. No, so, we'll have dx over d theta is equal to 2 cosine theta, diba? Kasi isa naman is y is equal to 1 minus 4 cosine theta. Let's get the derivative in terms of d theta. Of theta rather. Excuse me. So we have dy over d theta is equal to 4 sine theta. No, so yun yung dalawa. Then just evaluate, no, dy over dx is equal to y prime theta over x prime theta. So 4 sine theta over 2 cosine theta. Just be 2. No, tapos alam natin sin theta over cosine theta, that is equivalent to tangent theta. So dy over dx is just simply 2 tangent theta. No, that's for dy over dx. Paano naman yung d squared y over dx squared? So this just be the derivative, diba, yung dy over dx natin, get the derivative in terms of theta multiplied to d theta over dx. Yung inverse nung dx over d theta natin. No? So, we'll have d squared y over dx squared. This is equivalent to 2 secant squared theta. Diba? That's the derivative of 2 tangent theta. Diba? So, times yung d theta over dx natin. Ano yung d theta over dx? Dx over ito. So, kapag kinuha natin, dito na lang. D theta over dx. So, that is 1 over 2 cosine theta. So, simply that is 1 over 2 secant theta. No? So, multiply lang natin to. So, 1/2 secant theta. So, magka-cancel. Diba? So, therefore, the second derivative is equivalent to secant cube theta. Ganun lang. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, huwag nyo lang kakalimutan yung inverse, no, yung pagpapalitin. No, depende ko ano yung tinatanong. So, for example, kung dx over dy, pagbalik ta rin nyo lang, no, dx sa taas. Excuse me, dx sa taas, dy sa baba. Okay, next, no? So, we have here, x is equal to t cubed plus 1, y is equal to t squared plus 1. What is dy over dx? At saka d squared y over dx squared. So, dy over dx, x is equal to t cubed plus 1. Then, let's get the d over dt. Diba? So, we'll have dx over dt. This is 3t squared. Tapos, y is equal to t plus 1. D over dt din. So, dy over dt is simply 2t. Diba? So, dividing both, no? So, for dy over dx, this is, y prime theta, y prime t over x prime t. So, we have 2t over 3t squared. So, cancel. Diba? So, dy over dx is just simply 2, 3t. Ay, sorry. Not this one. 2 over 3t. Ayan, no? So, this is dy over dx. Paano naman si d squared y over d squared y over dx squared? So, kunin nyo lang yung derivative na to. Diba? D over dt. Then, just multiply dt over dx. Ano yung dx over dt natin? That is 3t squared. So, that is 1 over 3t squared. Diba? So, we'll have 2 over 3 times negative 1t raised to negative 2. Diba? Times 1 over 3t squared. So, we'll have negative 2 over 3t squared times 1 over 3t squared. So, we'll have d squared y over dx squared is equivalent to negative 2 over 9t squared. Ito yung sa second derivative. Okay, so ganun lang naman siya kasimple. Okay, so chicken ba guys? Chicken? No, chicken, yes. Yes, yes sir. Okay, number 4, no? So we have, last example na nga to, no? So we have x is equal to t raised to negative 3, y is equal to t cubed plus 3t. Find dy over dx at saka d squared y over dx squared. So we have dx over dt. Diba? That is negative 3t raised to negative 4. Diba? That's the derivative. Supposedly, that by this time, no guys, medyo mabilis na tayong mag-basic derivatives, no? So, we have dy over dt. That is 3t squared plus 3. Diba? So, let's get dy over dx. Diba? So, that is 3t squared plus 3 over negative 3t raised to negative 4. So we can cancel out yung mga 3, no? Kasi common naman lahat, 'di ba? So, kasi pwede mo i-factor out yung 3 sa numerator, then magiging 3 times t squared plus 1 quantity, 'di ba? 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, ano na yan. Then ito, since nasa baba, pwede natin siya iakyat, 'di ba? So, we'll have negative t to the fourth power times t squared minus 1. So, that is simply negative t to the sixth minus, rather plus t to the fourth. Ayan. Sorry. Not, minus pala. Ayan. Okay, or pwede naman ganito na lang. Ayan. Okay, so this is our dy over dx. What is d squared y over dx squared? So just simply get the derivative of this in terms of t, then multiply natin yung inverse ng x. Sir, paano namin malalaman kung ano yung i-multiply? Kasi guys, depende sa given, no? Pag ang tinatanong is, for example, dx over dy, na pagbabaliktarin mo siya. Tapos ang i-multiply mo na for the second derivative ng d squared, ang i-multiply mo na to get the second derivative of x in terms of y is dt over dy na, hindi na siya dt over dx. Ha? So, kailangan kung ano yung, ang ginagawa kong palatandaan dito is dapat same yung denominator. No, so this dx squared yung isa, dapat yung i-multiply mo is dx. Parang gano'n, 1 degree lower. Parang gano'n. Okay, so we will have negative 60 to the fifth plus 40 to the fourth times, ano yung kailangan natin multiply? That is 1 over 3t to the fourth, di ba? So this is equal to negative t to the fourth over 3. So times negative t to the fourth over t over 3. Ayan. So tama na ba? Let me double check. Yan, okay. So we can now simplify, cancel yung dalawang negative, di ba? So we can distribute or pwede nyo i-factor out tapos multiply nyo. So we will have our second derivative is just simply 1/3 times t to the 8, no? Multiplied to 6 or 2/3 pala kasi common si 2. Pwede natin i-factor out si 2 kay 6 and 4. 3t plus 2. Yan. This is our second derivative. Yan. Okay? So, may naintindihan ba guys? I hope you guys learned something. So, that wraps up our discussion for parametric equations. No? So, etong applications na to guys also has another application. So, meron pa siyang isa pang applications which is we will be discussing the next topic, that is radius of curvature. No? So, thank you for listening. I hope you guys are doing well. No? So, stay safe and God bless.